Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Dan Hurley, and this is Tech Talk, episode number 117, How to Rank at the Top of Google Without a Website, recorded on February 20th, 2018. This is segment number 2 of my online course, Almost Free Ways to Advertise Online. And the first segment was live stream last week on Facebook. And I had promised that we're going to potentially grow this course as things goes by and update my original course of Almost Free Ways to Advertise Online, which is currently on my website, primeconcepts.net. I got something interesting from the last live stream. I got a lot of people feeding back on me on this, and especially another small business owners. They generated that free business listing. Business report listing that I have available on primeconcepts.net, and we started talking about the listing and the importance of online business listings and stuff like that. And I thought that information was going to be pretty important to everybody else, so figured this would be a great next segment for this course here. So anyway, let me show you what we're talking about here. I'm going to go to desktop real quick. Bear with me here. There is on primeconcepts.net, our website here, you see free business listing report. You click on that, you get to something that looks like this, and you just put your business name and zip code and email in here, press a button, and it'll do some bouncing around and spit out a report that looks something like this. Bear with me, I kind of, for the sake of time, I kind of expedited everything. And by the way, I don't know these folks here, I'm just going to use an example. But anyway, this is an online business listing report. Basically, it tells the client, it tells the business owner, basically what they look like to the rest of the internet on there. So you see here, it checks out your what's called the NAP, name, address, and phone number, NAP, on Google, Yahoo, Bing, all the major online business directories here. You see here, these folks have a couple little issues here and there. You see all this also on the other business directories here. No listings, some so on and so forth. Anyway, this report will be different for any other business, obviously here, but also brought up lots of questions here. What's important? What's not important? Why is this stuff? Why do we need to do this? Okay, as a business owner. So anyway, that's what we're going to cover in this segment here. Let me put you back up here. And so anyway, there's a lot of folks here too, and you can literally rank top of Google without a website. I've seen this happen quite a few times with the local business directories here. So anyway, let's talk about what are local business listings, okay? Basically what happened, the local business listings have replaced the phone book, all right? Around 2005-ish, that's when the critical mass shifted from when people used the phone book to find small businesses, which had been up until then, the way you found a local business, you open a phone book, okay? About that time there is when it shifted where more people are using the internet to find small businesses than the phone book. Okay, and at the time, even before that time, the industries were transitioning away from the phone book to internet-related stuff. So search engines came up with their local business listings. Google at the time. Yahoo was a big player, so Yahoo came with their Yahoo Local. Google came with Google Maps, which is now Google Places, and Bing wasn't around at the time, but they came with their variation, okay? And the phone book companies came up with their own directories as well, okay? So Yellowbook had yellowbook.com, or yellow.com, Superpages had superpages.com, and so on and so forth. So just about every single phone book company out there had their own directory. Along with that, a lot of these other business directories were created that really had no relationships to search engine or a Yellow Page phone book. So things like Yelp, which is relatively recent compared to this transition, okay, where you have business directory business search along with lots of reviews. Foursquare had been around for quite a while, and many other of these other business search directories here, and that's the reason why you see in the previous report all these lists of all these different directories. So anyway, so then in mind, why are these things important? Okay, why why do you need to do this? Well, it comes down to that more consumers, more people are using these things to find local business, and many don't even realize they're using it. Okay, smartphones use Google Bing to find to find local businesses. Many are using Yelp, okay, for not just to find business but to find reviews too. Also, the social network, Facebook, Twitter, and others are getting more involved with all this. So you're seeing that not just with as search directories for businesses, but also business reviews too. So this is becoming a bigger and bigger thing. And it's going to be bigger and bigger as time transitions here. Okay, so anyway, so a lot of people ask me, the next question: how do you improve your ranking? Here's one thing: there's of the 3 different ways to do search engine optimization, SEO, or search engine marketing, and I cover that in the previous segment as well as upcoming segments here. The local listings are probably the easiest things for a business owner to manage. Okay, first of all, let me tell you up front: you don't need a website. Okay, what you really need to do is making sure that these directories know who you are. So you need to claim or create a listing in these directories. For instance, if you haven't done with this Google yet, you need to go to Google Places and claim your listing. If you don't have a listing with Google Places, you create one, and next thing you make sure you complete the entire listing, all the information on your business. You make sure it's all in there. Okay. Also, you make sure you update the listing on a regular basis, pictures, videos. Google Places has opportunities for coupons and other things you can do too. Okay, many of the other directories have the same thing. Doing that, being proactive, all these this stuff here will give you better ranking. Okay. Also, a lot of these directories have reviews, so we'll make sure you manage these reviews. You don't ignore them. And obviously, the more reviews, the better. But also, a lot of people are concerned that they have bad reviews, and trust me, I deal with that a lot. Actually, bad reviews aren't necessarily that bad, especially if you've had better than have some bad ones than none at all. Okay. Also, you need to make sure your business information matches all the other business directories, as I showed you in the. By the way, let me go and give you a link to look at to get that report. primeconstant.net/link/business listing report, or go to primeconstant.net. You'll see the link directly to this report to get that report for you. That report's free, no obligation. Okay, but it'll tell you everything that you need to know about your local business listings. Okay, quick Q&A, all this stuff here. The big question came up during my conversation with this business owner: do I need a website? Because they didn't have a website. I said, no, you don't really have to have a website. It's best that it does affect your ranking. But I've seen listings where they're ranked top on Google and top on Bing and everything else, and there's no website. Okay, this has happened a lot. So now this could change, but at this time here, it's if you got nothing, you have to at least grab that listing, complete it, and then you deal with the website later. Okay, so that's the reason why. This is the reason why you could literally rank up top of Google, top on these these local businesses without a website. It's happened before. It's happening now. It probably happen in the future too. Another question that comes up here too. A lot of folks have home businesses, so they don't use their home address for many reasons. Okay, this shifts back and forth. A lot of people say they use a PO box or a UPS location for their business address. And Google's going back and forth on this, waffling back and forth. Right now, they're kind of not allowing that. This could change in the future because a lot of people bring up the fact that exactly what's going on. They have small businesses and they don't want people going physically to their house. Okay, so at the time, and there's ways around this here too. So if there's an issue with that with your particular business, give us a call. We'll figure something out with that. Last but not least, what if you blow this off? What if you don't ignore doing your local business listings. Well, here's that's going to happen quite bluntly here. Your competitors will get calls from your customers rather than you if you don't do this. Putting it bluntly here. Let me tell you a quick story here. I had been in a recent webinar of a company that looking for channel partners to sell services just to deal with local business listings. Okay, not web design, not SEO stuff, not email, just local business listings. There must have been, I don't know, 300 people in this webinar. By the time they get done with the 2-hour thing here, at least 30 people, companies signed up for this. And that's just one event. There's going to be a lot more people like me, like those 30 people, that's going to be pushing this type of service because it's becoming more and more important to small business owners. So if I'm the first time, this is the first time you heard about local business listings online, it's certainly not going to be the last. And it's certainly not going to be...
The device already ready to connect.
Sorry.
The device pair successful.
Sorry. And so and your competitors are going to get the same, a lot of folks calling them too. So it's something you really need to look at. And by the way, too, this report I'm giving to you here is free, no obligation. You really got nothing to lose to at least review what's going on and then ask yourself the question, what do we need to do to make this better? Okay. All right. I think that's it for now. I'm going to leave a lot of areas open for questions, stuff like that. I really want you folks to give me some feedback on this here too. So anyway, however you found this information, this video, be it Facebook or the website or YouTube, whatever, bookmark this page. Okay, so you come back to it later. Also, I encourage you to visit the website primeconstant.net, where you can access a free business listing report and also access more free tutorials and information, especially this particular tutorial on free and almost free ways to advertise online. This is going to perpetually grow as based on feedback from you folks out there. And as I mentioned here, leave some feedback. Tell me something that you want to know, some questions you got, some concerns you got. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And this is, and base that on something I will teach in this course in the future here. Last but not least, please, if you find this interesting, find this informative, find this of value, please share it with friends and colleagues, especially those who have small businesses that are struggling and trying to figure a way to get from point A to point B. I'd love to get this information to them, help them out, and help them continue on and become successful. So in the meantime, and also make sure you like the Facebook page, so on and so forth. If you try to find access to all this, go to primeconstant.net. We have links to the Facebook page, the YouTube channel. We have a podcast show and all this stuff available right from the website too. So don't forget to do that. And I think that's going to be it for this segment. I appreciate your time and concern, and I hope to see you in the next segment here. And in the meantime, I wish you good luck and Godspeed to your online success.